You can achieve more. Chapter 3. Gist of life. Problems are a sign of life. 40 years ago, in Toronto, I heard Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, the author of the book Power of Positive Thinking, speaking. I was a part of the audience. He must have been around 5 feet 3 inches tall and maybe in his 80s at that time. His speech drastically influenced my life. His enthusiasm and conviction made me revise the definition of height thereafter. I learned that we must never measure a person's height neck down, but always neck up. His self-confidence, clubbed with humility, taught me that confidence without humility amounts to arrogance. He said to an audience of close to 1,000 people, "You people look pretty calm and relaxed. It seems no one here has any problem." Then he asked, "Does anyone here have any problem?" Well, who does not have problems? Everybody raised their hands. Then he asked, "How many of you would like to get rid of your problems?" Everybody raised their hands again. He stated, "On my way here to this congregation, I came across a place where people were lying in peace, totally relaxed and stretched out. They had no problems whatsoever. How many people would like to know where this place is?" Everybody raised their hands again. To everyone's surprise, he said, 2 blocks away from here, there is a cemetery where people are lying stretched out, totally relaxed and without problems." He asked, "How many people would like to get rid of their problems now?" Nobody raised their hands. What he said thereafter was insightful. Problems are a sign of life. So long as we are alive, we shall have problems. The day we have no problems, we will be dead. When we are running short of problems, it is time to watch out. That's the time to get on your knees and ask God, "Don't you trust me anymore? Why don't you send me some problems?" Dr. Peale continued, "We cannot solve all our problems, but we certainly can handle them." That day he gave out a prayer by Reinhold Niebuhr called the Serenity Prayer, which is probably 100 years old, and which to me, literally, is the essence of life. God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, and wisdom to know the difference. I have been using this prayer since the day I heard it, and it has been a source of great strength to me. If we analyze this little prayer, we will discover that it contains the gist of life to live by. Let's analyze it line by line. The first part of the prayer, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. There are some things in life that we just cannot change. They are beyond our control and are called fate. For example, I didn't choose my parents. I also didn't decide where I was going to be born. I neither chose the color of my skin, nor my height. I didn't choose my gender, my date of birth or my date of death. That's the way things are. Sometimes people are born with a physical deformity. Sometimes bad things do happen to good people for no fault of their own. What wrong did they do? Who knows? We cannot choose the cards that are dealt to us. We can only choose how to play the game. Just like how we cannot choose the direction of the wind, but we can always choose how to set the sail. Sometimes life gives us a lemon. The choice is ours to either cry or make a lemonade. Keep in mind that we need to strike a balance between what we need to accept and what we can change. Often, we keep fighting the things that we just cannot change or that are beyond our control. And by not accepting them graciously, we bring stress into our lives. If we cannot change them, then we should accept them graciously, not grudgingly. Here, the appropriate behavior is acceptance and surrender. Surrender does not mean we are defeated. It only means we have accepted graciously. We also have the opposite choice of not accepting and getting upset. If we miss our flight, we have a choice to get mad, shout and be frustrated, or just accept it graciously. Either way, the reality remains the same regardless of whether we accept it or not. This outcome was neither desirable nor intentional. Count it as a blessing then. Helen Keller was once asked, "How come you made such contributions to the world in spite of being blind, deaf and mute?" She communicated, it was not in spite of, but because of. In other words, had she not been blind, deaf and mute, she probably might not have made such contributions to the world. The second part of the prayer, give me the courage to change the things that I can. If I can change it, then why brood about it? Give me the courage and guts to change it. And the last part of the prayer, wisdom to know the difference. There should not be any confusion between what I can change and what I cannot. It is wisdom that helps us make the right choices and makes life livable. 2,000 years ago, Roman philosopher Cicero had said that everything in life falls into two categories. Number 1. Things we can do something about, and number 2. Things we can do nothing about. If we analyze Cicero's philosophy, we will figure out that if we can do something about it, then why worry? And if we can do nothing about it, then why worry? It is beyond us. What Franklin Roosevelt said just adds to the essence of Cicero's philosophy: men are not prisoners of fate, but only prisoners of their own minds. Often, our external circumstances are the result of our thought process. It does not mean that we are 100% in control of our circumstances. Our life is both a result of fate and free will. Number 1. Fate is the cards that are dealt to us, not our choice. Number 2. Free will is the way we play the game, our choice. Is there a science behind being happy and successful? The answer is yes. If we accept graciously what cannot be changed and change courageously what can be, we would be happily successful. Life is full of choices and full of compromises. Life is full of choices and full of compromises. Although it seems like a contradiction, it really is not. Even a compromise is a choice. Every choice we make and every decision we take, there is a trade-off and a payoff. Number 1. If I treat you badly, I've chosen to be treated badly. Number 2. If I overeat, I have chosen to be obese. Number 3. If I smoke, I have chosen to invite cancer. Number 4. If I lie, I have chosen to fall in my own eyes. Number 5. If I drink and drive, I have chosen to invite an accident. Number 6. If I treat others with disrespect, I have chosen to be treated with disrespect. Number 7. If I have a casual attitude, I have chosen to invite casualty. Number 8. If I am careless, I have chosen to become negligent. Whereas, number 9. If I exercise, I have chosen to strengthen my body. Number 10. If I have positive thoughts, I have chosen to be mentally strong. Number 11. If I am careful, I have chosen to take pride in performance. Number 12. If I am honest, I have chosen to be trustworthy. Number 13. If I eat healthy food, I have chosen to invite good health. We could go on and on. Olympic champions could have wasted their time watching TV, attending parties, taking drugs and alcohol. But they chose to make positive choices, and, hence, they won the gold. A series of positive choices result in success, and a series of negative choices result in failure. Success or failure is an effective choice. We are free till we make choices. After that, the choice controls us and we have no more choice. All through life, every day, we make hundreds of choices. The kind of work we do, the kind of friends we have, the places we live in, the food we eat, how much we eat, the clothes we wear, the time we go to bed and whether we exercise or not. They are all choices. Once we choose not to study for the exam and we fail, We need to be ready to bear the consequences of the wrong choice. When we habitually start making negative choices, we start rationalizing and making excuses. The choices we make by default are as important as the choices we make by design. Why? We still have to bear the consequences, no matter what. Achievers are willing to accept short-term pain for long-term gain. Action plan. Write 3 positive choices that, if you practice daily, will propel you towards achieving more. How will the above choices make you feel? This is the end of chapter 3 of You Can Achieve More by Shiv Khera. Please listen to this recording minimum 3 times for better and long-term results. If you like this recording, please comment and share it with your friends and loved ones. Stay tuned for listening more books like this. Thank you and good luck.